Okay, so I did some off-camera research, right? Check this out. We need to actually talk about a couple of these. First of all, there's the infamous shower scene. Would you like to know what is required to gain access? No, not much time to the shower scene. So, there's two things you can do to get it. First is you have to finish a chapter having gotten every single achievement in that chapter. That is harder to do than it sounds. The achievements are the annoying, have a walkthrough type of achievements, and aren't really super clear on what's even required of them in the game. So, that's a thing. The other possibility, there's another way. All you have to do is beat the game 50 times. Now, that got me wondering. What? So I decided, yeah, 50, 50. So I decided to look into a couple other things. For example, this game does have alternate cosmetic dresses. And what you may or may not know is that all of those lower your defense from the base. Like the default armor in the game has B rating defense. The white one we have on is A rated defense. Almost everything else is C or D. With one exception, two exceptions. One of which is knight armor, which requires you to beat the game on the second hardest difficulty to gain access to. The other one is the lightning outfit, as in lightning from FF13. That one requires you to beat the game 30 times. One of them is a bikini suit on Palpatine, before you ask. So then I got to thinking, I'm like, okay, maybe the cheats, right? Like, let's look into cheats. Let's try and show some of the stuff. So I looked up at the cheats. So yes, on Falkenstein, or do all the achievements in one stage. So here's the cheats. Okay, one of the cheats is you have no armor. No, you heard me correctly. So no defense whatsoever. One of the cheats makes it so that you take more damage when you are dodge rolling. One of the cheats makes it so that your health does not regen. By the way, there's apparently regen. This is how I found out about that. One of the cheats makes it so that your HUD goes away. One of the cheats makes it so your liberation gauge is slower. One of the cheats makes it so you cannot use overdrive skills at all. One of the cheats makes it so that your HP stays the same as you're bouncing between people. One of the cheats makes it so that you can only use the handgun. One of the cheats locks you at level 1. I think you're getting it. One of the cheats is Oko mode. One of the cheats gets rid of all cover. One of the cheats makes it so that friendly fire is turned on. Yeah. I don't know what to add to that, really. One moment. A bit hot here right now. Open that up. Yeah, no, they're skulls, which is fine, but like, maybe call them something other than cheats. See, the thing I want you to pull away from all of this. Oh, hang on. There's one real cheat, right? All you have to do is beat the game 10 times. The thing I want you to pull away from all of this is that this game is designed from the ground up all about replayability. The game really, really wants you to replay it over and over and over again. Even the basic stuff, right? Like, even... You'll notice when we started the game, we had access to 3 difficulties. There are 7 difficulty options in this game. You have to beat 3 to get 4, you have to beat 4 to get 5, etc., etc. So even just to access the hardest difficulty requires you to beat the game 4 times. Just to even be able to start playing the game on hardest difficulty. 3 or 4 times. I might be counting wrong. But you get the idea. Yeah. Does anything change in the game on repeat playthroughs? No. Even the difficulty doesn't change anything until you get to the highest difficulty. Now, this is the weird one. The highest difficulty does actually change the AI. It changes how the enemies attack, and it changes some of their attack patterns. It makes it so that all of the friendlies are actually pretty tanky, relatively speaking, which is good because you will be one-shot by everything. You will die to anything that attacks you. So you have to actually rely on the soldiers in order to keep yourself alive in hardest difficulty, which is interesting. Yeah, Mr. Red, yes. I also found out that, hang on a second. It's going to want me to, isn't it? Okay, fine, hang on. I also found out that you can, similar to Birth by Sleep, you can craft new abilities while you're merging them on the DNA screen. Nothing there seemed to indicate that whatsoever, but hey, that's cool, right? 1 second. Trying to look something up. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and jump back into this. It's going to be great. Because I also glanced ahead at a walkthrough a little bit to remind myself of where I am. And then I remembered the boss we're about to fight. You ready for this boss? The answer is no. You are not ready for this boss. No, Mook. We're just floating. Like you do. Because there's just a bunch of civilizations, civilians we can just bounce into here. Like you do. It's an achievement for beating this boss in a certain amount of time. Yes, please. Yes, it did. No. Someone else got it working. Well, I mean, yeah. Hi, those kids. I can't seem to move near as I can tell. If I can, it's hard for me to tell though. Yeah, sorry for being a bother, those kids. That was our timer to get the achievement. You just know they had some kind of generator going. Let's try it. Not really, Bladeful. Your guess is as good as mine as to what the hell's going on here, by the way. Although I actually know where we are and what all this stuff is, and it still makes no sense. I like how her sound effect for I'm low on ammo is... Oh yeah, I forgot. There's one other thing about hard difficulty. I actually forgot about this. Check this out. You ready for this? The higher the difficulty, the faster the enemy regens. Now this has two effects. First, certain guns stop being capable of defeating the enemy. Like, just completely incapable. Because their regen will outpace the damage of the faster assault. The faster attack. Like if you're doing assault rifle, it will not do the damage. The enemy will regen faster.
Hey, is that... the Babel? Did we do it?
You're Aya. Sorry, I'm out of commission. Someone taught me once. No matter how you leave a battle, anything's better than death. Everyone has someone waiting for them. I'm gonna wait for you, Aya. I'll be right here.
Cray is wounded but alive. The mission is over. Sir, please respond.
Owen here. I have some bad news. We lost Monsini's signal.
Where did we lose her?
I'll show you. If you want to save Monsini, head to the abandoned building up ahead. Hyde and the others are currently looking for Monsini's signal. The terminal in this room can't help us. Just dive, or whatever it is you do.
Thanks, Owen. Appreciate your candidness. I don't understand that question, Elizar. So I'm going to say every Tuesday. Look at her outfit. Oh yeah, by the way. I forgot to tell you. I found out the more clothing damage we have, the lower our defense is. It makes sense, but like, really think about that for a second. Yeah, I'm typing, sorry. I just really want you to hear all these gasps. That's what this is. Yeah, those jeans, they're doing some work. Yeah, I literally just answered you, Elizar. I know you don't care about my answers, Elizar. That's okay. I don't blame you. Okay, Elizar. I'm not answering you a third time. We're done. We're done.
Follow me, huh? You'll find a way around it.
Okay.
Follow me, huh? You'll find a way around it.
And Dyson just going through that, I guess. Hammered it. I mentioned that this game controls extremely badly. Like, technically I've played worse, but that's really not saying much at this point in my career, you know what I mean?
Not yet!
Entering combat zone.
Like, it's legitimately hard to tell what's going on when playing this game. There's a lot of lack of feedback going on. That radar is not doing me as many favors as it probably should be. I know this is shocking, Wolverine. A little over a third of the way through Kitten Pen. Not far enough. It's obviously the real answer. But why? Ah! Hammered it. By the way, there's achievements for, like, not letting anybody die on these missions. I want you to just picture that for a second.
Entering combat zone.
Not yet!
Okay. Like, hang on. Bounce. Oh, it looked like he was caught. No, this game's in the awful block for a reason. This is atrocious. I mean, it could have gone worse, Huthor? That's not. How is that thing not dead? Oh my god. Oh my god. And we're back down to the butt cheeks. Of course. Match Within is funded, by the way. I think something else. So many negatives. Yeah, fine. That thing has to have 1 HP. Good god. I also discovered there's a regen in this game if you stand completely still and do absolutely nothing.
I've got you covered.
And yeah, our clothes have fallen off again. Dang.
Let's continue the game, shall we? Keep going straight.
See, one of the selling features of this game, Huthor,
Right.
was clothing damage.
Go left. Sorry. I'm not used to this gadget.
Damn it! Not again!
I don't understand, Huthor. You see, there's this thing called clothing damage, okay? And it's a selling feature. Ugh. Alright, let me actually write down that sub before I forget. That was to Jedi Fallen Order, Survivor, and Cyberpunk. Thank you, Huthor. Oh. Only one cheek. Oops. I just hit my glasses. Weird. Whatchy. Listen, I don't know about you, if I had great asses, I would be showing off both of those suckers. Not just one. It's supposed to be realistic. Listen, Talia, listen. See, you've played this game, haven't you, Talia? So you know it's worse than that. I mean, we were talking about this earlier. Just showing skin is tacky, right? It's not sexy. It's cheap, actually, or crass if you prefer. You could show it, like, if you want skin, just have skin. But if you want to look good, put some thought and design into it. Okay. Hey, off me, man. Again.
Not yet!
Yeah, Bayonetta was brought up earlier as well. That is an interesting question, Judo Joker.
Focus on the target.
I mean, Xenoblade 2 was also a Switch 2 exclusive, or Switch exclusive on Wolfenstein, I'm just saying. And that game is overtly sexualized. That one would get a negative. Xenoblade 2 would, specifically. Xenoblade 2 is ridiculous.
Your backups arrive. Now's a good time to show your true colors.
I'm going in. Shoot! Focus on the target.
The FF10-2 will also get that negative. Let's ignore the fact that Riku is quite young. It's also completely unnecessary. What the hell? I'm just gonna sit here for a second, let her regen kick in. But yeah, if I ever covered Metal Gear Solid 5, which I will not, then yeah, Quiet would get a negative. Quiet is stupid. Healing. That's what the gasping is, clearly. We're just healing. One of my favorite things so far about this stupid game is that, I don't know if you've been paying attention, almost every encounter is a red room. Every single one. There are some exceptions, and those exceptions are just where you don't have to kill anything at all and you can just run through, but everything else is a red door. It's even red. Yeah, Pyra is a negative, I'm sorry. Let's ignore Bunny Girl for a second. Pyra is a negative. Someone somewhere made a very conscious choice to make her look like that. Trapped. I don't know who Mithra is. and she's going to have to die. Unless you're talking about Mystra? Nah, it can't be it. So I don't know who Mithra is. Gosh, I'm not sure all the deep rooms. I mean, I didn't come up with the term red rooms. That's just the standard. It has been for years. Although in Kingdom Hearts, they're blue. I have 1 health left, Jesus.
This is Gabrielle. A girl?
What? God, the dialogue in this game is thrilling. In case you missed that dialogue, what she just said was, this is Gabrielle. A girl? And that's the dialogue. That's the actual dialogue in this game.
What a waste of time. Let me get this straight. We're supposed to believe that what you're seeing right now in that machine is really the past?
Yeah. I think this game should get a negative for clothing damage. I sure hope so, Lazar, because I've already given that.
I'm going in. Shoot. Focus on the target. Not yet.
I'm detecting enemies above you. Are you helpless without having someone order you around?
Sorry, what, Elazar? Couldn't hear you. Okay. No, he's too overtly antagonistic, which means he's actually our secret ally. God damn it. If I could phrase the whole clothing thing another way, and I'm curious who Thor's thought of this. Troy's outfit in most of TNG is a double negative. For two very distinct reasons. Reason number one, why is she wearing that? And don't give me that it's what she prefers thing. She is an officer. She is actually command line. Well, she eventually was command line. Who is on duty. Why is she wearing that? The second reason is the outfits they keep putting on her in are terrible. Yeah, exactly, Talia. 709 is interestingly also a double negative for different reason. The first reason's obvious, because what are you doing? It's a terrible outfit. So I guess it's the second reason that's the same. It's a terrible outfit. But the first reason with 7 is it makes absolutely no sense in law. None. In fact, well, let me talk about that in a second. Let's say you have a woman, and she's dressed attractively, and she's in the cold, and she's not bothered by the cold. Honestly, in the overwhelming majority of cases, that's not going to bother me too much, because of most games only having one outfit per character, and that just being the general style. Okay, sure, whatever. But now let's say for a moment that 7 is dressed that way. Like, there's a woman. She's dressed attractively. She's somewhere cold, and she's complaining about how cold she is while surrounded by people who are in thermo gear. That steps over a line into actually, like, character antagonistic, right? At that point, it's not just out of character, it is anti-character for her to be wearing that, right? So, frankly, 7 wearing the catsuit is anti-character. It makes no freaking sense on any level. Let's see. I was about to write down a negative, and I remember what. Oh, right. Already got that. Yeah, the Cortana thing I didn't give a negative for, if you remember. Because it's just, sure, whatever. She's a digital avatar.
You better clean it without wasting the nation's budget.
Damn! They got us surrounded!
You'll change the past if you can.
Yeah, Tifa's sexy. But I mean, she's a woman in a sports bra. If anything, the only problem Tifa has is she's not as muscular as she probably should be. Because she is a absolute powerhouse in lore, right? In fact, Evo and I have talked about some of our character designs for some of the characters for the RFF, and Evo has flat out told me that she really wants to redraw Tifa more muscular to accommodate, you know, more of an Amazonian kind of design. But otherwise, that's it.
Looks like we got company.
Yeah, exactly, Talia. Tifa's supposed to be a beast in combat. It's even mentioned. Ignoring obvious things like Advent Children, where she can hang with superhuman individuals just by sheer virtuous skill. It's mentioned that she was a prodigy. That she was one of the highest rated members of, oh god, Zongdad or whatever, Zangdad? The martial artist who trained her. Really irritating. That's an interesting question. Jesus Christ, game. I love how they just have near perfect range to hit me from literally across the entire arena, by the way. And we're dead. I hate this game. I already hate this game so much.
Not yet!
Actually, yeah, I would agree with that. Like, I wanted to find Quista sexy, because I'm into that archetype. But she wasn't. I don't know if that's fair or just, like, universally bad. Get up and shoot! My god. Oh my god. And they just, this is getting its own negative. This one encounter is getting its own negative. I have to stop here. Okay, hold on.
Not yet!
Entering combat zone.
I have to get out of cover to be able to aim up, to shoot up, to get the guys who are making the gas. Dive back down. By the way, when you're reloading, you come out of cover too, because screw you. You only have so much sniper ammo. Hold on a second. And it's only got so much range. That was... And we're dead. Instantly. This is so stupid. This is enraging. know if you noticed, but the guys making the smog are respawning, by the way.
Not yet.
This is Gabrielle. That's her. I'm sure of it.
What? What is this dialogue? This is Gabrielle. That's her. I'm sure of it. Oh my
Entering
god.
combat zone.
Remember, this is a game where the expected playstyle is to replay this game over and over and over again. I think you're right, Talia, but God, it's not doing a good job of presenting any of that. By the way, I checked, only the basic handgun, the one we currently have equipped, has infinite ammo. Every other gun in the game has finite ammo. But we're not done off the deep end. We might even say
There's a lot of them.
we're going off the deeper end.
Your job to get rid of them.
Sorry. And yeah, this combat is boring. Thank God this game is so slow. Or slow. Short, or I'd be shooting myself. In real life. For the record, I did look up some cheats. We do have that button. We need it. I'd rather not, but you know.
It's over. We've got no chance. What the hell are the snipers waiting for?
Yes, snipers, get on it. By the way, when I mentioned that you have to stand still to regen, I mean it. If you do anything at all, it cancels your regen. Moving, reloading, looking the camera around, like it's just, no, stand still. No, I lied. It's not moving the camera, sorry. I realized as I said that that was probably not true. But everything else, you cannot do.
I'm here. On your six. I've got you covered.
God damn it. I was trying to stand there and regen. The enemy's like, she's standing still. Kill her. Does anyone else wonder how much we're changing history here by, like, constantly jumping into the past and getting people killed? Like, you'd think that my sister would be changing history by constantly jumping into previous people's bodies and getting them killed. the way, the first emphasize how stupid the body hopping is as a mechanic. Check this out, though. So, I have the pistol equipped, right? So, if I have... Here, watch this. I'm going to go down to, like, 3 ammo, okay? Switch to another person, and now on that other person, my handgun ammo is at 3 ammo. Really think about that for a second.
Finally, I can go home to my family.
So like I said, negative to encounter design. And now we've got a boss. Yeah, exactly, DZ Movie. Now here's the really strange thing. It does change your gun. For example, now I have the revolver. What's this? If I switch to him, I've got an assault rifle. If I switch to him, I also have an assault rifle. So it only does the bottom gun, near as I can tell, because I've noticed that earlier. Like that's how you're supposed to get the special guns.
I just got word from Hyde. He says he's found Monsini. According to his message, she should be up ahead.
2010, Huthor.
You'd better hurry.
I should jot that down. Oh, hey, we can get the rocket launcher now, which is total garbo. Yeah, by the way, same year as Metroid Other M. That means anything to you. Anyways, and the left and the right weapon, DC. Other mitochondria. Because this is actually a PS3 game they dumbed down to get onto the PSP. Oh, I see what you're asking. One moment. Let me fix it for you, Huthor. This is for you, Huthor. Okay, I do this out of love. So this is what the game actually looked like. Let's see. Illness, power surge, cross healing, all that stuff. Let's put that over here. Ooh, okay. It's a malignant, let's not do that. Let's fix that really quick. Okay. Wow, that actually reset it. So what happens if I do this? Oh, let's just do it. Let's see what happens. Now, let's try to erase this. That'll do. Yeah, it reduced the neg by 1. Listen, Ross. It's not my fault that I've been around here. So there's the sniper rifle we are not going to buy, and there's the rocket launcher we're also not buying. Yeah, we'll go and buy that. By the way, apparently assault rifle takes absolutely forever to level up. Also, the higher level you are, the lower experience you get, which is diminished by being on higher difficulties. But to put this into perspective, if you are on the second highest difficulty, it will take about an hour, to level up the last level of assault rifle. Of just shooting. An hour of shooting, to be very clear. Just so you understand what I mean by that. I could buy the other handgun, but I'm not going to. No. You get more experience, Mr. Red. But the rate of leveling slows down more. So I guess you actually do get less experience. Like, in terms of relative experience, it's less experience. But you do get more. In other words, you would actually get 0 experience on lower difficulties. So you have to raise the difficulty to level up your gun skills. Should grab a real save here. Over here. Okay. Boss time. Oh, wait. We can repair our frickin' armor. I think. Yeah, here we go. There we go. We're wearing clothing again. Oh my god. Okay. You know what's really irritating me? Can I just say something that's gonna make me lose all of my viewers and get me totally canceled on the internet? She looks sexier like this than with the clothing damage.
Gabrielle isn't here. Are they accurate, the coordinates?
This should be it. I've been waiting for this moment. Goodbye, Aya Brea.
This is a major plot point, is that the boss is trying to get us all killed. Now, why do you think the boss is trying to get us all killed?
You tricked me?
Yeah, the correct answer is not answered. I actually strongly suspect it's a holdover from a previous plotline. Because, yeah, there's no explanation given for it. Here's our boss. No, a new character. Whoever said that. So I phone call mistake.
hyperdrive kill could work.
Oh, question. When did Resident Evil 6 come out? Can you give me a timeline on that real quick? I can also accept the timeline for Resident Evil 5. Here's my job, Mr. Red. I suffer for your amusement. I get stunlocked for your amusement, apparently. 2012 for 6? Okay. So a little after this.
Focus on the target.
That is some serious stun locking. 2009 for 5. Yeah, so, yep, this is about the era of the generic action shooter. Over the shoulder? Third person? We'll just say it's third person. Action shooter. I am glad I've been upgrading this stupid gun, I'll tell you what.
Aya. Is that voice?
Oh,
Gabrielle?
green. Ross, 100%. Round 2.
I'm sorry. It was too late for me.
Yeah, we're
Focus on the target.
I can't hold on.
I'm going in.
It was too late for me.
Focus on the target.
No, arc damage. I mean, obviously, you know, you need ammo. I'm sure I'm glad a whole bunch of National Guard people keep charging in here, so I keep having bodies to hop into. I was just thinking, you know how you make this game much more irritating? Get rid of the body bags, the one-ups.
I can't hold on.
No, wait a moment. Although there was a T-Rex. Working on it, lady. Jesus.
Gabrielle, come on! You have to hurry!
No, it's too late. You know, you're sweet. You know that? Thank you.
You're still alive.
Shoot.
It's a pity losing someone like yourself. But you no longer exist.
Okay. What? What?
I can't save anyone?
This freaking game.
Don't give up.
Who is that? Who are you?
You're not alone.
My dreams. My memories. Eve. I found it. Memories of my family. Of Eve. My baby sister.
The Eve she's mentioning is from Parasite Eve 2.
You let her go now!
Aya? You don't know who I am? Look, why don't you put that thing away?
You have to let her go!
You know I'd like to, but I can't. I wish I could.
I like the unnecessary
There's
shaking.
just no way I can do that.
Eve! Over here!
Are you gonna use that?
Stay there. What was that about? Where is Eve? Where did she go?
Your sister Eve is dead. Her soul wanders through the gaps of time.
Okay, stop. Red light. How many of you were there for the Pathologic 2 stream? Now, I actually really hated the story, and I'm really putting that in quote quotes, of Pathologic 2 because it was nonsensical tripe. But I did actually like the gameplay of that game once I figured out what the hell it was. But it was nonsense, right? It was random non sequiturs and nonsense. There was no cohesion to it, right? It was just random thing, random other thing, creepy thing, normal thing, juxtaposed against random thing. And that was the dialogue, right? Now, does that sound familiar? Because Pathologic 2 is a horror game. And I know what you're thinking. So is Parasite Eve. Thank you for the sub, Walker. I've put that towards Expedition 33 and Chained Echoes. And something that... Stormmage Felix gets to pick. Him.
She's dead.
You mean you forgot?
The Ascent. The world's starting to change.
I promise you'll see her. I'll meet you at the Babel in the Red Fog.
Who are you?
Kyle. Madigan.
Dun dun dun. That means nothing to any of you. But he's from the second game. And trust me, if you know who he is, it makes less sense. Alright, one moment, let me type up some things here. Have some music. You like music, right? Here you go. Have some appropriate music for this part of the game. Strongest person in the setting? Eve. The original Eve, probably. But the second Eve. So they wanted to control the mitochondria and create the new superhuman and and replace humanity with a new super species of superhumans. Sarah Walker. By the way, how's Urquan Masters sound? Storm Felix, because that's on the list and playable. And I already have it installed and ready to go. Anyways. You know how it is, right? They discovered some kind of super mutant Resident Evil critter. They said, this is the new form of human evolution. And so they wanted to make all of humanity like that. Resident Evil 2 was about stopping that. And the way they were going to propagate it was they made a cellular clone of Aya, who was 3 years old. Or 5 years old, 6... actually, I don't remember. She was young, single-digit range. And they were going to use her to propagate and blah, blah, blah. And that was Eve. That's the Eve we just saw. Only two that I'm aware of, perhaps. Okay, sorry. Wanted to get all that typed up before I forgot about it. Enough of this cheery music. Let's get on with it.
So, here I am again.
The boss is gone. And the FBI branch? They're gone as well. You're no longer under observation. We're moving you out of the cell into a room. This way.
If those who didn't catch it,
There's...
hang on. She's obviously aware of the passage of time, but every time she wakes up, she's stuck at the same point in time in the present. And every time she goes back to the past, you'd think, like logically speaking, every time she dives into the past, she'd change history. But it only happens when she kills a major boss for some reason. And when she kills a major boss, time is altered, and now she's in an altered timeline. So that's what's happening, practically
No
speaking.
need. But instead,
This is the same day, but
I'd like you to check the background of a few people.
it's her third day or
The
fourth day.
first, Kyle Madigan. The second, Eve Brea.
Brea, a relative of yours?
My younger sister.
You finally remember where your home is.
You gotta be shitting me. Entire troops were annihilated, and you're sending her?
Be quiet for once. This is a chance to save your fellow soldiers.
Everyone knows you can't control the fate of a soldier. They'll survive. If it's their will to survive.
Who knows? She might even be able to change that.
We'll see about that.
This incident was the cause that triggered the growth of the surrounding Babels. According to my calculations, if they are correct, the core, the mother, or what they call the queen, has actually now been awakened, sir.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Sorry. In case you missed that, even though he's like, you can totally change the past, they didn't really do anything. Like, the writing's bad. Let me summarize this a second. The writing's bad. That's shocking, because the character's awareness of the fact that she can travel the time and alter it, and awareness of the fact that time has changed, is variable. Which is why in the previous mention, we were specifically being asked to go back in time to change time to save a guy because we'd already changed time and got him killed.
I'm afraid this isn't good.
Yep.
What do you mean this isn't good? It's a damn suicide mission. Why don't you see that?
I love the emoting versus the
Might
voice
as well
acting.
kill her right now. Damn it!
Okay, hold up. In the interest of fairness, I just realized the previous complaint I just had would be explained, before anyone jumps on me on YouTube, would be explained if you assume that there's a scene we didn't get to see where off camera she gave her report of the mission she did. So, to explain that, so here's point 1. We're going to call this point 1 because if I call it point 0, it'll get confusing later. So here's point 1. That's the beginning of Christmas Day. So we go back, we change the past. We go back to point 1. Then the only way this makes sense is we have to go talk to him and be like, hey, so I changed the past. Here's my mission report. That's why Clyde's dead. So then he rushes in. He says, I want him back. You have to change the past again to save his life. And he's like, oh, okay, sure. Then we do the mission we just did. We go back. We change the past. We're back here. Now everything seems to be basically reset, but now he's a little bit more upset that we're you know, because he is bonded with us more. Because if you remember, he actually did see us in the past previous to us. So that actually makes the tiniest modicum of sense. But the fact that they didn't show any of that doesn't help the sequencing. The structure of the story is still fundamentally bad because they're just kind of assuming things. And I'm not even going to mention there's at least 5 plot holes I've noticed already where things are just falling through the cracks. So they're just assuming that the characters know, but the audience knows. There's another plot hole, which I'm not sure if it's a plot hole yet, but I'm pretty sure it will be, but I can't even talk about yet. But we'll get to that.
The Babel is stronger than any other, which means one mistake and it's all over.
I know I can do this.
I've already done it 3 times. Oh yeah, look at that damage. Look at that damage. Oh yeah, I love bloody knees is just a huge turn on. Ugh. Okay, that felt weird to say. Ugh. Let's get out of here. I'm not gonna go. Let's go. No, I should probably do the cutscenes. Be fair, Lore, be fair. Fine.
The Delta Force troops that were lost in Operation Red Fog were led by Russo. They were the best, and Cray was once a part of that. First, dive into National Guard and provide reinforcement.
Yes, sir. We're doing this without Cray?
He needs to take it easy. We'll navigate. This is an important job, Blank.
What's wrong?
Is it that you're worried about losing Aya?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, there is that. I just have this bad feeling I'll never see Cray again.
Aya feels that way every time she dives.
That's so true. Why didn't I see that?
As to the Queen, a Twisted taking the shape of a little girl has been spotted.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Wait for me, Eve. The three of us can be a family again.
I have no idea when
The
published.
three of us?
What? Did you remember something?
No, nothing.
Yeah, exactly, Xavier.
That's too bad. I'm doing my best and will continue to do my best to try to find your family. As to the Queen, a Twisted taking the shape of a little girl has been spotted.
You just said that.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Wait for me, Eve. The three of us can be a family again.
What the?
The three of us?
Wait, what?
What? Did you remember something?
No, nothing.
That's too bad. I'm doing my best and will continue to do my best to try to find your family.
Thank you.
About this man you mentioned earlier, Kyle Maddox.
Okay.
There were no hits in the CTI database. I'll broaden the search, but if it's an alias, it'll take quite a bit of time to find out who he is. About this man you mentioned earlier.
Okay, yeah.
Kyle
Okay,
Madigan.
okay.
There were no hits in the CTI database.
That's very strange design. So that means it remembers your relative place in the conversation, but not your absolute place in the conversation. So the conversation is done in chunks, right? And whichever chunk you're on, if you walk away and walk back, it resets you to the beginning of that chunk. That's I don't think I've ever seen that before. Let's see, can we upgrade this anymore? Nope. That's a shame. That range upgrade would be really nice. Oh. Oh wait, let's repair our armor. There we go. That's the thing. They could see what we're doing live, right? So like,
Be careful.
do I need to explain how insane that is?
Go! Go! Keep moving!
First, you'll want to
find Captain Danny Russo of the Delta Force. He was a friend of Craig's.
Aya, wait!
They're the Rovers detectives.
If you set it off, the Rovers will attack.
Hey, there's a girl over here.
What? I think I had the load the load screen the moment I got stunned.
Get in touch with Captain Russo.
This is Aya Brea of the CTI. Captain Danny Russo, your coordinates, sir.
My god, it's a freaking mandatory stealth section.
What do you want?
My little sister is lost.
Of all the things I expected to hear, looking for a lost civilian in battle. Unheard of. All right, come on. Permission to fire! The girl! Her face! She's twisted! Wait! Hold your fire. I don't see anyone.
Snatchers.
There's such a pain. You don't want to know what'll happen if they catch you.
And I like...
Keep your eyes open.
I like how it's like trying to convey how much more monstrous everything is, but all it's doing is making it even harder to navigate than it already was. Like, I could actually tell where I was going when I was in, you know, Cityscape, and now I'm in Duckville. Well, it's probably supposed to be Duckville.
This is Russo. We're heading down the subway tracks. I'm not waiting around for you. Pick up the pace.
Yep, just chilling, hanging out, doing my thing. I'm gonna go with no to Hexia. Game.
Not yet!
Grenades worked. Now let's moan for a second.
Not another Reaper?
Run before it kills you.
I would, but you know.
Stay back! Run! Get out of here! Just keep moving!
I think I'm killing the dudes.
Not yet!
Listen, Aya is just way too fat to get through that hole, okay?
This is Russo.
Just look at the giant rolling folds of fat upon her body. Yeah, her ass is so giant, it's the width of my arm. Almost. Yeah, by the way, I did some looking up, because I was looking up some speedrunner tech. There is no run button. So there's this, which you've been seeing me do, which is the double roll, and you have to walk for a sec. There is actually a technique that is slightly faster, but it's very risky to do. It's like do. I can't even do it. Like there's a thing you do to cancel the animation in mid-third roll, and it's a small window, and obviously I'm failing at it. And if you screw up, you're dead, and obviously you have to aim while basically being blind.
There's a bunch of traps up ahead.
So, you know.
This is Russo. You're taking a respite. Get your ass over here.
That is not what I'm doing, sir. Just be very clear about this. You like the cover they put on the subway extremely awkwardly? I don't think these people have ever heard of level design before. Just heard of it, you know? Oh, it's awful, Baron. My favorite part is, as with so many other PSP games, camera control and movement are the same thumb. So I cannot turn and move at the same time. It's not physically possible. So this is a very intense action sequence here.
They're coming at us! All units, fire!
See, some games did this thing where L and R did the camera, so you could just have that on the shoulders, right?
We gotta destroy the orb! Let me go!
I haven't played Armored Core, so I can't speak to that one.
Damn it! Let me go! Entering combat zone.
I didn't even have a chance to see that before it hit me. Just the music started again. We're almost back to the ass jabs.
I hear there's a lost girl around these parts. I haven't seen her, but Hey, it's that girl again. What's going on? Don't see her. Captain Russo, a little girl is headed your way.
There's no way that's gonna hit me from over here. There's no way. There's no way.
Not yet.
jump off.
Don't worry. She doesn't have to.
I've got your back! Ed, take no prisoner!
Why would you take a creepy, weird flesh monster thing personally? For a bit because someone's mowing the lawn right now. All times to be doing that. Right across the street too, so that's super loud. Okay, so I'm forced to become the director for third birthday. I immediately killed myself just the moment. I'm just like, yep, I'm dead. Turbo death. It's over. We're done. Okay, so I have to adhere to the general story idea. Okay, so unfortunately, Mr. Red, I know the plot of this game. And I don't mean this as a negative. You don't. Because the plot of this game is not revealed until literally the last chapter. Spoilers, by the way. It's one of those games where, like, all of the actual revelations happen literally at the end of the game. So, yeah, Chrono Cross Syndrome, actually, yeah. Oh, it's terrible for pacing. So, let's see. If I was forced to do that, I'd have to think about that. I'll come back to that. Oh yeah, even with context, this is still a load of pride. But anyways, so let's focus on the gameplay. So I have to keep the gameplay as is. You can tell there are attempts at game design here, but you can also really tell that they had absolutely no idea how to accommodate the limitations of what they're dealing with. There's no aiming to speak of. There's just lock on, and there's no strategy. Let me walk this sentence back a bit. I was talking about this recently to a friend of mine who was looking into game design, right? They were... Here, let me just chat about this for a second.
But instead, I'd like it to...
Why did that default to load state instead of save state?
Check the background of a few people.
I wasn't even trying to save state. I was just like skipping over to like not be there for a second, to just pause the game for a second. Look, it's defaulting to load. Why is it defaulting to load? Well, now I'm just gonna sit and chat for a second. No, I'm not. I just need to mentally reset for a second because I want to punch something. Jesus Christ. Damn it. Yo, hang on. Actually, that is a good point. There are not very good checkpointing in this game. That's not English grammar, and I don't care. I really hate the music. It's really repetitive. So let's give a negative to saves. Well, it's actually checkpointing, but whatever. Just one. There are checkpoints. There's like 2 per mission. Think about how long a mission is for a second. Anyways. Also remember that we're playing on Turbo Easy. What I was trying to talk about was how someone was coming up with an idea for a gameplay mechanic where you could sacrifice your health to gain back your mana, right? And then you could go and do stuff. Cool, cool. The problem was there was no decision making. Hang on a sec. Gameplay at its fundamental core is about strategy. It's about giving the player a choice. Do you do this, yes or no? Do you attack? Do you heavy attack? Do you dodge? Or do you parry, right? Like, gameplay needs to be about a choice that the player's made. This is why some games feel railroady. This is why some games feel limited. This is why some games don't feel very good to play. Is because you aren't doing anything, right? If I can be really blunt for a second, I actually think that God of War 5, Ragnarok, suffered this problem in several respects. Well, obviously, there is a combat system there. It wasn't nearly as fleshed out or in depth as God of War 3's or 2's, for that matter. It was fairly basic, right? But what I'm talking about is a step even further down from that, where the gameplay is lock onto the enemy and hit the attack button. I can name 2 other games that came out around this period of time that do the same thing: Metroid Other M and Devil May Cry 2. And that's kind of the problem, is that's really what the gameplay feels like here, is lock onto enemy, hit button. There's no decision, right? So God of War 5, at least you can choose between the axe or the blades, right? And you can do slightly different combos. But this is a step even further down from that, where your choices are attack or don't attack. You can change which gun you're using, but similar to some other games I could mention, the difference between the guns is pretty much just how fast they attack. It's pure statistics, right? It doesn't really change anything about the action of attacking, right? You don't really have to... In Doom, the original Doom, the way you shoot with the rifle, the plasma rifle, is different than how you shoot with the rocket launcher, because you have to accommodate the speed of the bullet and the spread of the bullets. You have to be a little bit more careful about where you're aiming and leading your shots and kind of dragging the enemy into shots, right? That's something that you do with the rocket launcher versus the plasma, which you want to just maintain a stream of shots on. Your decision-making, your gameplay is different just based on the fact that you're using a slightly different weapon, which does not apply here. You with me? Now, I know you're going to say, Laura, you haven't tried out a lot of weapons. And you're right. I haven't, because I've played this game before. The shotgun is extraordinarily short range. It has a huge spread and incredibly short range. The assault rifle is the only gun in the game with a recoil mechanic. There is no compensating the recoil mechanic other than just not shooting periodically. So the rapid fire gun, you're supposed to not shoot periodically. I can say that again. If I haven't gotten that across, I should be writing this down. This is kid problems. And of course, there's the handgun, which can do a triple burst fire if you're holding it down, or you kill your hand to actually shoot at a decent rate. And it's also the only gun in the entire game that actually has infinite ammo. So, all of that sucks, is what I'm trying to get across. But all of the pieces of making this engaging exist. So, you want to tell me how to make this work? I'll tell you exactly how to make this work. Make it Ratchet and Clank. Now, I haven't exactly been super positive about RNC, but I've only played 1 and 2, and obviously the remake. But even those games knew what they were doing about this concept, this third-person shooter mechanic. The guns felt different. The guns were fun to use, and you had a melee option. This is a game where we're fighting alien monsters and magic exists. You cannot tell me you can't come up with something more exciting than a freaking AK-47. So, that's my short answer to you, Mr. Red. Give us some freaking weapons to use that actually have some design and fun stuff to them. And give us a melee option. Hell, even get rid of the pistol thing, maybe, and change it up a little bit. Make it so that our infinite ammo thing is whatever our melee option is. Boom. Done. Now, I gotta catch up to where I was. I want to test something here, actually. So let's save state. So we do have cheats. What do we got? What do we got? Let's see here. Is there anything I could turn on and off? Because I just want to like temporarily cheat to get the comp back up. Infinite ammo, infinite health. Let's do infinite health. And then like infinite ammo. And max clothing damage. Yeah, exactly. Blade Troll. That's it. Unlock all costumes. Oh, we should do that. We should do that. Weapons are all level 9. I don't want to do that. Tank and helicopter are invincible. Super heavy. Soldiers are not dead. Rapid fire. Yeah, by the way, there was actually a no clothing damage cheat, which I find amusing. I might turn that on. But for right now, let's just get comp back up.
Reapers.
So hypothetically, I should have like. There we go. Ah, yeah. This is the gameplay that you came here for. What?
Proceed forward movement.
Okay. So, with infinite health on, he instantly killed me.
Oh no, this sucks!
I don't think you have it in you to keep them off. Just avoid their attacks and keep moving forward. Be careful.
Proceed forward movement.
Let's go ahead and turn that off. It's just ammo's working, and I should be able to hang with just ammo. Although you're probably right. But Wolkenstein. Hang on, so let's save state here real quick. Now hang on. I gotta know. I gotta know. Max clothing damage.
First, you'll want to find Captain Danny Russo of the Delta Force. He was a friend of Cray's.
Okay. No clothing damage. Wait, hang on. Let's reload the area. There. Okay, so apparently this is it. This is apparently max clothing damage. Oh no. While we're here, let's just unlock all the costumes. They're cosmetic anyways. That way we can just show them off.
Aya, wait!
They're the Rover's detectors.
If we set it off, the Rovers will attack.
Not yet!
This stage is just jarring, isn't it?
A civilian? Secure her.
It's the Delta Force transmission.
Aya, get in touch with Captain Russo.
This is Aya Brea of the CTI. Captain Danny Russo.
Permission to fire! The girl! Her face! She's twisted! Wait! Hold your fire! I don't see anything.
You don't want to know what'll happen if they catch you.
Yeah, they drag us off and we get killed. I understand what death is, thank you.
Eyes open.
Game.
This is Russo. We're heading down the subway tracks. I'm not waiting around for you.
So we seem to still have infinite health, and we shouldn't. Here, watch this.
Not another Reaper! Run before it kills you. Stay back! Run! Get out of here! Just keep moving! Hurry to the next sector!
And thank you, Tyler, for the sub, as always. And if you want to put that towards up to 3 things, please let me know. Afterthought of an afterthought. I like it. I hate it.
This is Bruce.
Okay, hang on. So we're here. This is good. This is good. This will let us save, and hopefully we'll get rid of this infinite health because I don't want infinite health. Please, use. There we go. Oh, right, yeah, that makes sense. So, anybody who likes FF13 whose name is Raximus. This is for you. Wow, that's, Yeah, let me write down Tyler's thing really quick here. Two, Pokemon Coliseum, and Expedition 33. What else we got here? So there's the maid's uniform. They're being developed at the same time, Zara. I don't actually remember when FF13 came out, but this is a long development. Business suit. Hold on. What? Oh my god. This is the knight's armor? Hold up. Yeah, so I wanted to see the damaged version first, because I can't unfix it, right? So this is all fully damaged. I'm not sure which of these is worse. Like, the Santa suit is pretty bad. The knight suit is really bad. That's extremely bad. Okay, so here's the... Oh, I have to repair them individually. Okay, so here's the repaired maid's uniform. There's the repaired business suit. There's the repaired swimsuit. There's the repaired titanium bunny. There's the Cheongsam, I think. Yeah, there's Lightning's outfit, obviously. The Santa thing. The Ulfer drive suit. Oh, thank God, there is actually armor there. Well, clearly we gotta go with this. I mean, obs, right? My hand. So we're gonna save. And then we're going to actually, like, reset everything, right? So let's just... There we go. We're going to load something else just to make absolutely sure. Okay, so we're going to do a little palette cleansing. Just over here. Fancy. Okay, so now we're going to go back to here. And then back to here. We're going to load manual save. I know, Talia. I'm making that game someday. I don't even give a crap. I want to play as Heatman. Gosh darn it. And I want to destroy Maze. Okay, so it looks like we're good. So we should be able to now save state over that. And we should be able to progress. Okay. Thank you for the sub, Maze. I'll destroy you later. Dude, it's not even like the remake stuff. Powered Up added so much new additional content. So much new gameplay. That we're just missing it. I know, right, Ross? I can just swap in Mega Man Powered Up just like that. I'm that fast. So this is going towards Trails, Cold Steel, Trails, Crossbell, and Trails into Reverie. Okay, so back to my extremely original armor.
Chief, there's a bunch of...
What happens if I, like... Whoops, wrong button.
This is Russo. We're taking a rest.
Okay, good news. We no longer have infinite health. We're fixed.
This is Russo. We're taking a rest pit. Get your ass over here.
You can tell I'm the weirdo, Talia. I would just enjoy making a Mega Man 1 through 6, maybe 8, powered up. Like, the creative challenge of coming up with how each of the Robot Masters would play would be interesting enough by itself. Never mind all the other fun stuff. Yes and no, respectively, Arcanville. I mean, the intonation's a bit better. Not all it's got.
All units, fire!
More voice acting, but it's still true.
We gotta destroy the orb!
I didn't even have a chance to move there. Jesus Christ.
I hear there's a lost girl around these parts. I haven't seen her, but I saw some guy. Yeah? I couldn't tell.
God, her stun animation is so long.
And then he disappeared up ahead.
I didn't catch it if they did, but others.
Hey, it's that girl again. What's going on? You don't see her. Captain Russo, a little girl is headed your way.
Mr. Red, I just had a random thought. And you're not gonna like it. Can you turn the thing like literally right in front of me, please? There we go. So once we finish this game, I'm going to challenge you to rewrite this story while maintaining the same core plot and making it better. By the way, even killing the enemy has a recoil stun animation thing. It's actually kind of crazy. Like, why would you do that? Why is there a recoil for killing the enemy? Speaking of inconsistencies, you like how every now and again they can see, you know, Aya, and then sometimes they can't, and they just see whoever Aya's currently morphed into right now? Okay. Save state. We're here, wherever this is.
More enemies on the move. Snatchers.
Open up the flank! Go! Go!
Notice it didn't even give us a chance to recover. It's just, here's some snatchers. Hope you've been paying attention. I should also mention, I'm diving into them so much because that's one of the specific things that gives you chips, which then allows you to upgrade and level up your character. You know, I was thinking the same thing, look. Usually I don't like to give negatives or something like that, but honestly, no, these are disorienting.
How many of them are there?
Oh, shoot, hang on. I just realized I need to turn this off again. Doesn't count, doesn't count. Turn that off. Switch to the actually infinite gun while we're here. There, see? I just got a chip for jumping into that guy. Just like in real life. I know, it's still active. We're just gonna live with it until I get to a save station. There's literally nothing I can do about it. I don't know what you want from me. Now I'll stop for a second as if I'm reloading.
I'll be damned! We did it!
Nice progress is...
Oh. Perfect. Actually, so we'll just go here. Let's see, so what do we get? What do we get? Ooh, antibody. Ooh, yeah, okay, so... I have no idea about Wolfenstein. Hang on, let me look something up here really quick. Antibody. There we go. So I want antibody plus slow. Thank God I have a walkthrough for this. Oof. Oh no, here we go. This is actually what I want. Oh, healing. Healing and antibodies. What I want. So let's try to do this. We're going to lose some of our power up, but I think that's going to be worth it. Yeah, that'll get rid of that. Maybe. Either way, we're... Oh, never mind. There's healing. Oh, okay. I know what it is. Let's just do this. Well, not only that, Luke. Yes, I do agree with you. But, I don't actually have anything after that. Sorry. When is it considered okay to cheat instead of pushing through a difficult section? For me, having done this professionally for literally over a decade, the line's actually very easy to tell. But that's all experience talking, right? It really boils down to how much time would be wasted versus like everything else, if that makes any sense to me. So if I'm going through a section and I can just tell it's just going to take me X time to get through it, and I know what to do, and I know how to do it, then that's probably worth going ahead and throwing up the flag and just being like, I'm just going to push through this. Or doing it off camera, which is something I was doing for a lot of the terrible games we just finished covering. Freaking air. Because, like, obviously there's other issues that don't quite apply to me, but absolutely do exist. For example, sometimes you might be tired, you might not have time in real life. Maybe it's causing you physical pain, maybe you have a disability, maybe you just can't push through it, maybe you just aren't here for the story. There's plenty of good reasons to cheat. Ultimately, it is always going to be a judgment call. That too, Xavier. I mean, I just cheated to get back up to where we were, and now I'm currently in the process of de-cheating my save to get back to a normal save. Oh yeah, and the final piece of advice for telling when to cheat: don't give a crap what anyone else says about it. It's all about you. You're the one who matters there. If it bothers you, and that's fine. But don't care about what anyone else says. See, that's an interesting question, Mr. Red. We did get through Daggerfall with no cheats. Among other games recently. Didn't manage Age of Empires 1. I don't feel bad about that. Okay, so, I really... Okay, so let's do this. Let's put this down here. I'm trying to think who's recent who would be doing that, Ross. Who is it? So this should mutate. But it doesn't seem to be. Why isn't that mutating? That's... Oh, the... Well, no, that's antibody, so that should mutate. Why isn't it mutating? I mean, Ye's been one of my favorite characters for forever, so that's whatever. Why is that also going to make that worse? I don't understand. No. So, okay. You should be able to combine... different types of things to get new types of things. So that's antibody plus healing. Antibody plus healing should be power burst, but it's not working, and I don't know why. Like, that should turn the middle thing there into power burst, but instead it's downgrading it to healing 3. It's going from healing 4 to healing 3, and it's going from malignant 1 to malignant 3. Like, that's almost a universally worse thing that really should not be. am very confused about that. So if I do that, that turns that into a Malignant 3 and a Malignant 3. Why? I don't understand. I don't know, Anditty. Legitimately, I really don't. There was no guide for this back then. I mean, there was GameFAQs, the GameFAQs guide, but I think I didn't have that back in the day because I have no memory of looking at the walkthrough for this. What happens if we do this? So that does upgrade Power Surge to 4, which is great. I do want that. But, like, that adds a healing 4. Screw it, I was going to do that. Okay, now we have Power Surge 7, healing 9. And Illness 1, which I cannot seem to get rid of. Nope. Let's see if we can upgrade the... Whoops. Shoddy lower here. We can increase the range on the thing. And the power. And the capacity. Oh yeah, let's do that. Impact is more useful than power in almost every case, by the way, just as a heads up. For the 15 of you out there who really want to play this game someday. So hang on. So let's... No. So you wanted me to do a blue over red... So let's see, so if we do a red over blue, like this, if we just swap them, what that does, it turns both of them red. It doesn't change the existing red at all, but it goes from a blue 3 to a red 2. So it goes down 5 levels. I don't understand that. And then just in case. Okay, so now we're gonna once again very quickly switch over to Mega Man. Play as Quick Man for the upcoming stage. That'd be so cool to play as Quick Man for that. Okay, now we're done, and then we're back. Yes, I actually do, Talia. That's why that save exists. Okay, so now we should have no infinite ammo. Let's test that really quick. I can't shoot right now. We're gonna assume we're good. Maybe.
We've briefly checked the files. There are no records of you having a younger sister named Eve, but we'll keep looking. I don't think you're...
Okay, we're good. Yeah, you like how all that wonderful work and effort on having like really cool, well-done visuals is just being thrown completely out the window? Isn't that great? That solution is shotgun. honestly, Xavier, that might not be an exaggeration. So I know I'm not one to talk, but isn't just the Twisted the most generic term for these things ever? Twisted. Oh my god, I hate these guys. The artillery guys.
I'm going in. Not yet.
God damn it. I do find it funny, by the way, if you noticed, the only thing on the freaking mini-map, the radar up there, is the cover.
What's going on? Captain, please respond!
I actually do too, Xavier. I like simple names. I just think Twisted was stupid. Can I seriously not get any closer? Oh my god, that was disorienting as hell. No, I could get closer. Oh, no. There you go.
Focus on the target.
Wow, what a dick move.
I'm going in.
I mean, it's better than Lassie, Pulsey, and Falsey, I suppose. Can't argue that.
Focus on the target. Focus on the target.
This is pod racing. infuriating.
Looks like we got company. Get ready for a long one! Stand out and quarter the enemy!
Going in! Chief, it looks like we have the satellite cannon.
Fine. What do we do this side? Dive.
Yeah, that's why that brickwork positive is still sitting at a 1. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna go up much. Oh crap, I missed that.
Entering combat zone.
Clearly that's where I was screwed up, Maverick. Also, we're underground, I just want to remind you, as I'm shooting this ion cannon here. Gosh darn it, Cybercom, we talked about this. Oh my god, we're done. Holy crap. Oh my god.
Captain Rousseau, I'm at the rendezvous point. Eve.
A ghost?
No way. I don't understand. This can't be happening. I knew it. It's not that her data is missing. Aya is seeing the possibility of Eve's existence.
She's seeing the possibility?
Eve. Let's go.
I don't know.
Aya, behind you.
You finally made it. I'm Captain Rousseau.
Cray.
Cray is Rousseau? What's going on here?
Alert! We need to detain Cray.
What do you think he's gonna do, Mr. Pencilneck?
It's Isabella.
Isabella?
My daughter. My only daughter. I did it. I killed everyone. Even Rousseau. I'll protect her. Even if it means having everyone against me.
We're losing him.
Cray! Eve!
All right. Listen up, rookie. If you show fear, you're as good as dead. You've got to be strong. There's still time. Go get her.
Huh?
After all, she's family, isn't she? That makes her all that matters. You have to find her, Aya. And never let go of her.
My sister?
That's right. Isabella. I knew I'd see you again. Better late than never. When Isabella was being taken over, my soul was already gone. You did it, Aya. You saved Manhattan. Isabella, what I wouldn't give to eat ice cream together with you once again.
Cray! What am I doing here?
See, that's more accurate. The moment he vanishes, he never was. So why didn't that time reset happen earlier? Like, I know it's shocking that a story that has time travel has inconsistent approach to time travel.
Memories from that dream. Kyle!
Much was lost, but the mission was a success. Nice work, Aya. Begin the ascent.
Are you lost too? Kyle!
Aya? Do you remember now?
Help her! Help Eve!
Leave it to me. I'll save our little princess. Good night, Aya.
Real quick, when did Final Fantasy XII come out? I know it predates this game. I'm just not sure by how much. "2006. Yep. FF12. I'm gonna say that one more time. Final Fantasy XII predates this game by 4 years. Like, actually think about that for a second. A game that came out 4 years earlier has better voice direction, better localization, and a better sister involved.
Also, it's dinner time.
That's a very early dinner time. My God. I'm gonna be back for more streaming because this is way too early to cut off for dinner.
We have been eating between somewhere in between.
Holy crap.
Here, plate, cup,
Okay.
pocket.
Hello, cat.
Hold on.
So I'm gonna cut off, and we're gonna do a third.
Hold on.
Yes, here's Cat. Cat exists. Cat made the trip successfully. I'll be back, guys.
Come on, perfect.